Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Sharp Focus. I'm Bill Sharp. 6 days from now, we go to the polls to choose our candidate for governor. Tonight, here in our Live 5 studios, the Republican candidates for governor are here for a live forum. Let me remind you again, folks, this is live. What you see now is actually happening in real time. Here they are. Congressman Gresham Barrett, Lieutenant Governor Andre Bauer, State Representative Nikki Haley, and South Carolina Attorney General Henry McMaster. Now, before we get to the questions, I have to give the Haley and Bauer campaigns a chance to respond to allegations that just came out in the last hour from the Associated Press. A lobbyist who was working for the Lieutenant Governor's campaign until today claims he had a one-night stand with Representative Haley in Utah in 2008. His name is Larry Marchant. He's making the allegation, and he says he was married at the time and still is. Representative Haley, I've got to ask you for a response. He claims he had a one-night stand with you in Utah in 2008. Did he?
No, he absolutely did not. And this, I will tell you, Bill, is just disgusting politics. I was 2-3 months ago Nikki who, and nobody was saying anything. And then suddenly, a couple of weeks ago, we started going double digits up in the polls, and now we have had everything thrown at us. This is what I will tell you. I have fought the establishment trying to get votes on the record. I have fought the establishment trying to get term limits. I have fought the establishment to show their spending on the record. For the last 6 years, I've spent time fighting the establishment for the good of the people. They are now fighting back. What they don't understand is while they are trying to distract me, all they are doing is getting me more determined than I have ever been and more fired up that this is everything that's wrong with government. This is everything I'm fighting to change.
But, Representative Haley, this is the second allegation in 2 weeks' time. What do you say to those people out there who are watching who say, you know, where there's a little smoke, there might be some fire?
That I have been absolutely faithful to my husband for 13 years, and the fact that you just said it, this is the second allegation in 2 weeks' time, and it all happened after I started showing I had double-digit leads in the polls. I'm very disappointed in the fact that this campaign has not been on policies. I have tried to run a good and respectful campaign. I wish my opponents would have done the same.
So this never happened?
Never happened. Absolutely not.
Mr. Bauer, until today, this man, Larry Marchant, worked for you. Did you fire? Mr.
Yes,
Bauer?
Sir. Yes, sir. Well, I had him doing fundraising for me.
What do you know about this, Mr. Bauer?
I'm not going to comment on it. I think that Representative Haley's right. This needs to be about issues. The people of South Carolina want to know how each of us stand on issues, and I'm not going to get into that. I think it's wrong and improper. I'm not going to make a comment on the subject because I'm in no way involved in it.
But you did fire him, or at least ask for his resignation.
I asked for his resignation. When I got information that I didn't feel comfortable with where this campaign's going, I asked for his resignation.
But, Lieutenant Governor, you paid him. He was a paid consultant for you.
And when I found out that there may be things that I don't agree with from my campaign, you're right, I paid him to fundraise. And when I found out information that could be possibly true, could not be true, I didn't want to associate with that type of behavior, and so I ended the relationship.
But y'all were fishing the story last night, and you didn't fire him yesterday. It was only when no one would take it seriously because he was a paid consultant that you decided to fire him today.
Do you think, Ms. Haley, that Mr. Bauer's campaign might be behind this?
I think this is sick politics.
Right.
You know, I have a family. I have 2 children. I have a husband. And to turn around 5 days before the election to fire a paid consultant and have him come out and sit there and say that he had an affair, it reeks of everything that's wrong with the establishment. It reeks of everything that's wrong with South Carolina politics. And I will fight it every step of the way because South Carolina people are done with this. We are done with the dirty politics that has given the state a bad name.
How is your husband handling these allegations, Ms. Haley?
My husband is fabulous, and he has been strong, and he is the one that has stood by my side and will continue to stand by my side. It's my 8 and 11-year-old that don't deserve this.
All right. Let's get
Bill, I think I need to respond. I was accused that I have something to do with it, and I can tell you, the minute I found out that there was something wrong and I started doing a little digging, I said, wait a minute, I don't want to be associated with this. So I can tell you, you can ask everybody on this podium if they have. I have never spent a dime on opposition research on any of the people at this podium. We don't play that game. I've talked about issues that, quite frankly, I was the only one willing to stick my neck out, and I haven't gotten involved into anybody else's personal relationship, and I have tried to withdraw. Everybody, when I walked in this building, wanted to ask me questions about it, and I said no comment because I am not getting involved in that. But I would love to talk issues because I think there's some that we all need to talk about.
And we're going to be talking about that right now, Mr. Bauer. Thank you, and thank you, Ms. Haley. Let's get to our first question. The unemployment rate in this state, as you all know, is staggering. 11.6